So this is my embellishment drawer from my cubby. I've said this before, a lot of times your systems, drawers, cupboards, whatever it is, life in general may need reviewing, decluttering and reorganising. This worked out really well for quite some time. Probably a bit of laziness as well, because when I've been crafting I just shove sort of the embellishments back in there. They're normally in some form of order. Maybe I ought to split like the Christmas ones that are right at the back and put them somewhere else to give me small room. But obviously it's not working because it's got quite messy. Then you end up shoving things in, and then obviously it goes from one mess to another. If I take some of the stuff out that's possibly been sort of just put in randomly, these stick up a bit too much. Let's take some of those out. You can see how it was originally, but there's quite a lot of stuff in here. I am trying to use what I've already got. I go through stages where I try not purchase anything. I look around our home, see what I can change out, see what I can review, declutter and reorganise, see what I can reuse or upcycle and things like that. And this is what I'm doing at the moment. I've got a few pieces that I've bought from like charity shop and everything that I haven't done anything with as yet. And they're the things that I will look into and see whether I can do something with them. If not, I've got to make a decision whether to get rid of them. There's only a certain amount that I'd like to keep that I know at some point I'm going to use. So I'm going to review all this. Some of it might be packaging that I can actually just get rid of, so that will thin it down. Maybe this segment I will alter so it gives me a little bit more room. That's probably what I would do if I get rid of this section and redo this. I think I've got another one of these boxes that I got from IKEA a number of years ago. Not sure if it will go in. It may do. I'm not sure. I've got two in here already. I don't know, maybe a third one will go in, and that will help sort of reorganize as well. So that's what I'm going to do with one of my sort of sit down sort of times. I've sort of going around my home and doing a few bits and pieces. Still feeling very rough and tired and everything, but I'm one of these people that I'd like to be able to say at the end of the day that I've accomplished something, even if it is sitting down, watching a bit of YouTube or a movie or something and sorting a drawer out. To me, that doesn't, cause many problems, and it's relaxing as well, as I have got a quilt and a sleeping bag and blankets on the lounge floor, constantly sort of on the floor now and well, most of the time now, because it's just easier to stretch out if I need to have a chill out time. I try and refrain from going to bed. I don't like doing that during the day unless I'm really ill. I'd rather, just sort of lounge out in the lounge. Okay, I did start another little job. This one I'd actually put off anyway. My theory between doing the drawer and these was to take out some of the items that could be put in these sort of things, the flatter ones, so they don't take too much room up. I think these came from Home Bargains, and they've got sort of flatter pieces in like these, so they don't take up so much room. Then the more bulky items I've moved into sort of these sort of things. So I've got these like little caravans, some more of the little bows, the little rabbits. This has got all little bits because I was making little decorations last year. So this is from that apple I've got on my wall in my cubby. So I've now organised it. I've explained about those and the bows. These are buckles, especially for cards or crafting or like wrapping gifts. I like to wrap some gifts like matchmakers or something in red paper, use black ribbon and use one of these buckles. I've explained about the can. I've got all wooden hearts in here, but I've also, because I wanted to use one of my other little boxes, I've also put little pearl hearts in, so they're all hearts. These are a mixture of different things like owls and some other buttons and things, just little oddments, things like that. And then these sort of things I use for sort of pegs or on paper clips and everything, but these would probably be ideal for a granddaughter to craft with. I've got my owl buttons here, butterfly buttons here. This is all, that one looks more of a yellowy one. So I've got white, red and green in here. Buttons. I've got my wooden, what I've got left. I haven't got many of these buttons left. I got those from Amazon a while back. I've got all multicoloured ones in there. I've got Marvel sort of embellishments in there. These are bells. These are things that come off of little bottles, you know, like the diffusers and everything, because you never know, I might need them. So just a few little oddments there. This one is one of those ones that I think I might even get rid of. Some of the bits are too fiddly like this to muck about with, but I've left it for now. I've got me darker buttons in here, black and grey and things like that. This one's got like gold and silver, and these are like sort of off-white buttons. And then I've got this odd one. I want to make some snowmen where you use 3 different size white buttons on tags. I've done it previously and I'd like to do it again. And these green ones were the ones that I was going to do like a Christmas tree, if that makes sense. So like I said, I've sorted all this out, so I'm going to put all this away. I've just got a small pile left down there. That is pretty much organised. Like I said, don't be worried if you have to alter your systems. If they don't work for yourself or your family, you might need to change it around, which I've had to do because only myself goes in this drawer. But even I realised it wasn't working, but I did add in a third of one of those canvas bins, and I'm going to see how this works out. But like I said, I've taken a lot of the bulky stuff out. Instead of using those plastic little dividers and containers, I'm not getting rid of them because I could probably use them for another project. And I've used these sort of things so it doesn't take so much room. I've just got to work out what of this I'm going to keep. And like playing cards and everything, I tend to buy those for crafting. I haven't got rid of that much, but I've got rid of some stuff, especially out of these little drawers that I haven't used, that I've had for a fair few years and not used. As crafters, is making a decision. What do you keep? What do you get rid of? And what do you possibly might need in the future? So as I said, I'm trying to thin it down, review what I've got so I can use those pieces up.